So this video is to go with card S3, and it's all about similar and congruent shapes and how you tell whether a shape is similar or congruent. So we've got a collection of shapes on your card, and we've got A, B, C, D, E and F, and we need to identify first of all the letters of two congruent triangles. Now it's important that you remember what congruent means first of all, and it means exactly the same shape and size. So they're allowed to be turned around, they're allowed to be flipped over, but they've got to be the same shape and size. So if we have a look on here, then the only shapes that fulfill those criteria are A and E, because A is 2 squares by 3 squares and E is 2 squares by 3 squares. They've been flipped over, but that doesn't matter. They're exactly the same shape and size. So A and E would be my pair of congruent shapes. Okay, the next slide, however, the next question is which of those two triangles are similar. Now this one's a little bit trickier because similar means an enlargement. One shape is an enlargement of the other, so one might be bigger, one might be smaller, but they've got the same amount bigger in each direction is the crucial thing. So we might think that A and F are similar because they're both right-angled triangles, but A is 3 squares wide, F is 4 squares wide, so that one's bigger than that one. But if we look in the other direction, A is 2 squares wide, and so is F, so it's not got bigger in that direction. So they're not similar shapes. The similar has got to be the same amount bigger, enlarged by a scale factor, the same amount in both directions. So if we have a little look instead at D and F, well, D is 1 square across, and it's 2 squares high. And F is, if we look at the height of it, so like the height of triangle D, then it's 4 squares that way. And the other way, it's 2 squares wide. And so F is exactly twice as big as D. It's being enlarged by a scale factor of 2. And so it's D and F which are our similar shapes. So remember, with similar, it's got to have got the same amount bigger in every direction. It's got to have been multiplied by a scale factor or enlarged. Okay, so bearing that in mind then, there's some more shapes for you to have a go at. There's another 7 shapes there. Can you write down the letters of two congruent triangles, exactly the same shape and size? And can you write down the letter of two similar triangles? So pause the video, see if you can decide, and when you're ready for some answers, press play.